Okay, so as we were talking about now, for Python, what are you going to get from this Python? Okay, let's see. Okay, for Python, what are you going to get from this anyway? So yeah, so it's going to be a 12-week course, right? But we are going to break it down into three different cycles, right? So three different cycles in a few weeks, right? We'll finish one of them, right? 1 minute. Okay, all right, cool. So we will do first cycle. We'll do first cycle, and then after that, end of August, we'll finish that cycle. Then we'll start another cycle. So this allows us to be able to kind of, can we be muted, please? Thank you. So allow us to be able to then assess the student to say, okay, or maybe they need to continue or not anyway. So yeah, so what you are going to see here is learning Python step by step, right? So you are going to be building games. You are going to have some creative projects, right? So would everyone will be here? I'll be here. It's going to be live tutor, right? So it's going to be kind of hands-on anyway. So I don't like things that are boring. We're going to make it fun for everybody. So that is what you are going to do. So we're going to use an application called Feature Coder, right? Feature coder. So it's going to be, we are going to go through the curriculum. This is the first time that we are doing this. We've done different applications anyway, but we are using this particular tool for going forward anyway. So yeah, for this now, let's talk about why Python. So when maybe some of the parents, you talk about what is Python, this first thing that comes to mind is that particular snake, right? But it is not the snake anyway. So it's more than that. Python is one of the most popular language right now with the advent of AI and data is really, really popular and is even in uni, this is what they will teach them anyway. It's yeah, it read like more English, right, than many of the coding languages, right? So you would have your children to be able to do so. Okay. I've got Anolua. You got any question?
Yes, sir. Good
Okay.
evening, sir.
Good evening. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I just want to confirm about the web design because that's what my children want to do. They are between the ages of 9 to 13 or what that's the years, but they are not doing Python. They are not their age. It's not Python in their age. So I want to confirm when is the webinar going to start or how is it going to be?
Okay, so today I'm going to talk about everything introduction, right? So, but from next week, I'm expecting them to join from 6 p.m., right? So we start on the Python from 5 to 6, right? And web development will start from 6 to 6:30. And yeah, so that is a structure, right? But for today, I'll still talk about the web development in a moment, right? Even as we go. Today is going to be introduction, right? And how these courses is going to be laid out. Yeah.
All right, then. Thank you very much, sir.
No problem.
All
Okay.
right.
So yeah, talking about the Python now. So yeah, Python is quite easy to understand, right? And because it's a bit close to English anyway. So and you can be able to see it quickly on the screen. You see your result. And now it's being used for AI, it's being used for robotics, it's being used for websites, it's being used for data. And I think Python is really, really good because compared to other languages, right? You might not be able to use it for maybe AI or game, but Python is really, really good actually, right? So because you can then build your creativity, you can have logic, you can have problem solving skills as well. Another thing that I want to say quickly, right? This program would also help your kids with their problem solving skills in school, right? Even if not, even for the 6 years old, actually, because as they are moving the blocks, right, they will be solving problems, right? Even if they're preparing for 11 plus or something like that. So you would help them as well. One thing I want to say, even my son would not appreciate, I say that one. Yeah, when they started this program, they're a bit kind of shy, that's another thing this program would do for you. It would also push them away from that comfort zone because they have to speak to people. They have to, even people that they don't know, right? For someone that is shy, I think it's also going to boost that particular person's confidence as well. Another thing I also saw that happened in this program before, it was the fact that, yeah, I've seen people then using this program to enter into good school because they'll be able to kind of present even in their school that I do this, I can do this, I've participated in this one. And even one of my students actually went to Seven Oaks and also presented one of the robots that we've developed within the program. We did, it's been a while, I think it's been 5 years ago that we did the robots anyway. So we kind of it was a fun session actually because at that point we'll be on a mat. I will share the robot and they also get the robot in their house. We share the program and robot was kind of doing different things anyway. So we did one robot that was solving Rubik cubes actually. So and she was able to present it in school and she got the most innovative prize in Seven Oaks School at that particular time. So it was really, really good. So I think we've done a lot of things. So it's going to even improve their logical abilities and also problem solving skills as well. So, and going forward, right? So, like I said, we are going to use feature coder, right, for that. So, which actually give you step-by-step lessons on to complete. There will be assignment at this time around for you to kind of try at home as well. It's going to be interactive, right? There will be hints that will be given when students are stuck and of course homework after the class as well. So that is another thing that is going to happen. So, and like I said, 12 week is going to be divided into three cycles, the foundation cycle for 4 weeks, and also logic and game for the next cycle. And then we then finish up with the projects, right? So, in the third cycle, that is how it's going to be built. For the fourth cycle, we are going to build the foundation. So, what you are going to learn is, yeah, writing your first Hello World program, right? And then how do you display messages? How do you ask questions within Python? How do you store information such as variables, right? Yeah. How do you also write simple calculation and text games? So those are the things that we would do. Then we then finish with a simple interactive app that we build about me anyway. So that will be for the first cycle. So and it's a weekly one. So like, okay, week one, we look into hello world. Week two, we look into personal variables input. And then week three, we look into how to work with words, strings, and creativity. And then after that, week four is going to be a showcase of the app anyway. So that is the structure. Then for cycle two, this is now moving a bit advanced anyway. So you will be thinking like a programmer, you'll be working like a programmer, you have to then have decisions, right? How do you look into decisions? So in programming, there is if statement, right? Or while statement, right? So what are these, right? So because sometimes if you are traveling from where you are and you want to move to like here to London, for instance, now let's look at this now. So, and if you are traveling and you want to go to this point, when you get here, you will have if statement. You want to move forward, you want to turn right. So you need to make decisions in that space anyway. So those are the thing. And so for you to move from here to here, also there'll be repetition. You have to do the same thing several times for you to get it. So there'll be repetition like that also. And also what are lists? So there's also different ways to store different variables. List is one of them anyway. So would also then build a guess the number game, right? So where we're going to talk about that anyway. So it's really going to be kind of interesting. So for cycle two, right? So for week five, we are going to talk about if and elif or else statement, which is used for making choices or decisions. Then after that, we talk about for loop or while loop, right? So which allow you to repeat different words or different actions anyway. Then after that, we talk about store and collections anyway, list and indices, right? Which you will use to be able to kind of store data within the space. Then on week eight, we'll then look into the game, right? So, and mini games that we're going to look into. So In this case now, we have different examples. So we talk about even and odd checkers, password attempt, game timetable generator, and also iScore and guess the number. So those are the different games that we can actually look into as we go along anyway. Then cycle three, I'm expecting everyone to now become a young Python developer. So like I was talking to this young guy today, he was saying that I know everything in Python right now. So why do I need to come here? And I said, you still have to come and also teach people. We want to get to that point that they will have confidence to say, yeah, I know everything about Python. I'm not a developer. I can do. So they're able to use function instead of repeated code. They'll be able to use dictionary. They would know how to fix bugs or mistakes, and also how to plan to build ledger programs. So that is our final aim at the end of the third cycle anyway. So, and which means that the first one is functions. Most developers even sometimes would use functions, or the one that doesn't know the job might do the several times without functions or parameters. But I will expect at that particular week, we're able to use functions anyway. So then also we would then organize data, dictionaries, and fix code and everything. So yeah, so then after that, we showcase the project. And because it's kind of fast-paced one, so that's why I'm expecting 13-year-old, because we can see each one. For instance, if you have to talk about function for just 1 hour, I'm expecting them to pick that up quickly, because we don't even have 1 hour. We have like 30 minutes to talk about it, then 30 minutes for maybe 15 minutes to go through a particular work, and also 15 minutes for feedback anyway. So then we'll come back next week as well. So you can see, so that's where I'm expecting, yeah, age 13 anyways. Like I said, if anyone is not age 13 wants to join, I think they would need support from their parents anyway. So yeah, so this is the syllabus, let me call it anyway, in a nutshell anyways. First one, cycle one, the basics about string, the basic about variables, and then number two, cycle two is for loop, if statement, list, and also nested loop anyway. Then we now have the cycle three, we talk about functions. That is a big advanced or technical part anyway. So Boolean operators and everything. So those are the things that we'll do in there. So I would say, yeah, at the end of this program, so they will be able to kind of do things by themselves, have maybe build an applications as well. We are going to have some applications that would build before end of this program anyway. So, and I'll say, yes, this skills beyond, or it goes beyond coding. Actually, you'll be able to use in school, in life as well. So, and for those guys, even that are preparing for GCSE as well, so is also good as well. And even those guys that would be doing the other courses, right? Let's say not the web development, because web development, we are going to just use AI. That's why it's even for the um, JavaScript one, right? It would help them with their logical thinking, right? Because they will be playing games and they will be kind of thinking how to solve these issues, actually. I've been also opportune to attend one of their schools. I think they called me to come and talk about how to kind of teach kids in coding. All right, that was many years ago. And I was actually using the concept of that for loop and if statement in one of the schools that my kids actually attended. It was really, really good. Anyway, so it's really going to help them as well. So it's going to have these creative minds, also, yeah, ability to resolve mistakes, because sometimes even for adults, when you have to do a mistake in your code, how do you resolve it? And sometimes it's easy for you to kind of throw in the towel and say, I'm not finding the issues, and then you would then leave that anyway. Well, of course, communication, like I said, is really, really key. So it also helps them through that communications, because they are going to do demo. And if you have time, actually, time is a big challenge for us anyway, because when we do have more time, we would kind of break into rooms and we'll ensure that we'll do that anyway. But like I said, this is going to be a fast-paced one, but we'll see what we can do. Yeah, but it's going to help with that communication anyway. Please ensure that your kids speak, right? I would also be calling them out anyway. In my class, you have to talk anyway. So, and when I give a task, they have to come back to show me anyway. So ensure if they have issues, let them speak out as well anyway. And also, of course, you will build that confidence as well. So, when they go through a program like this anyway. And yeah, so I think with sake of time, so like I said, parents, I will encourage you to be here today. So if you can as well, it would be good actually if it's going to be 1 hour, sit with your kids and also let them know what let them tell you what they've done. So, and you would help them with setup, right? So which we're going to do. Then also ask your children also to show you what they've learned today and celebrate what they've done. The code might not work and they might not even have finished, but celebrate it as well. So encourage short and practice within the lessons anyway, after the lesson. So I would say help them to stay curious actually. So this is time to be like a curious judge anyway. So and try to ensure that even go ahead and try to see if they can solve any of the challenges or the one that we've not actually talked about anyway. So and let them join. One thing I am planning to do, which is not yet, I'm planning to maybe we can have an hackathon where all the kids come and we give them a challenge and we solve it in a physical environment. So that might come, but I don't promise that right now. It will really be good anyway if you are able to bring them into a room and they're able to kind of solve a particular challenge anyway. So that's another thing anyway. So yeah, we are going to be measure the progress based on weekly challenges, the mini projects, and also feedback from myself as well. And of course, at the end of the program, there'll be certificates. We've done different graduations actually, so that we've done for the kids. And of course, Blue Skies support the adults as well. We have adult classes as well, where we teach them how to migrate into IT anyway. So that's another thing for the kids as well. We would offer certificates anyway. So yeah, after they finish this course, what can they do? Right. They can become a Python game developer, right? They can also become AI intelligence officer, or yeah, they can look into robotics or microbit programmer. And they can, yeah, even when they are also preparing for GCSE, they can decide to kind of take computer science as a course because you already give them the background and the basis compared to the others anyway. So, and yeah, they can also build their project by themselves anyway. So yeah, I would say get ready for this Python adventure. It's going to be really, really interesting. Anyway, so on that note, let me pause here. I've got only 5 minutes before we move to the next one, which is the web development. Any question? Any question? Any question? Okay. So